is going on, guys? Welcome to an FTG live series from our newest and greatest map, Old Streams version 2, Farm Sim 17. Welcome to you guys. Welcome, Scott, Addy, Chuck obviously is with me, Steven. Good to see you guys. And whoever's watching later on, welcome to you as well. If you like the content, like the first look here, this is going to be just kind of a drive around because I know there's possibly some guys that aren't actually able to get on the map right now and maybe want to see some first look gameplay and just kind of drive around some of these areas. This is our newest one from BM Modding. I want to take this time right off the top here to welcome Mr. Laxman2376, aka Chuck. How you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
Good, doing good. Yes, Scott. I wanted to first throw out a few shout outs here and also just remind everybody of a few things. Special thanks to Scott. Scott is one of our YouTube chat participants. I think he's on Xbox, so we can't actually play with him on PS4 with FTG Gaming. But thank you, Scott, for your inquiry as to whether or not I was even looking at this map. I was not looking at it, and it has become something that I'm really liking this. I know me and Chuck have been kind of just driving around some of these areas. This is really a well laid out farm. I'm super excited about it. So if you guys want to go at least follow BM Modding, check out what they're doing, check out things that's continuing to happen with them, and also don't forget to, if you are able, if you want to, if you're watching now or even if you watch later on, go by and support those guys. Go on their YouTube. Most of them have donations there. They make pretty much peanuts when it comes to anything on this game by the stuff they're modding in and these wonderful maps. So maybe think about throwing them a little donation and make sure you let them know that just from us guys here on console that we definitely appreciate and thank them for the amount of work that they do for us, because they have to make special most of the time they have to make special inroads to make things console compatible. So there's nothing about this map that's really standard. Nothing about this map is just exactly the verbatim default stuff. Most of all this is custom objects, it's custom modeled, custom interaction zones, so this is really some good stuff. So I think that's it. I'm ready to get to it. What about you, Chuck?
I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Two things on this. I know some people have asked. I've even actually got a couple of PS messages today. A couple things is, yes, there is farming. Farming. Yes, obviously there is. There's silage production. Yes, there's everything that we've had plus sawmill, and it is with a crane. So this is very much. We'll call this. I know Chuck. I'll let him do that. I'll let him coin this phrase. But it's like the old Lostburg. So think Lostburg 60 or 70 years ago. Everything in this map is really small. We do have some bigger fields. 4 is a little bigger, 5 and G7. I'm not sure. Those are grass fields, so those particular ones that have a G by them, I think, are designated from the base game as grass. So we have everything else. We have the animal buy and sell. We have biogas. And the cool thing is the farm area is very well laid out. We'll just run through just this one little back area. This is kind of where we started at was the pigs. So we've got all our stuff over there. You've got water and your food, your drawers for all the stuff going into that. The only thing that I've noticed is most of this right here is all elevated. So our interaction zones aren't quite on the map, and I'm not exactly sure if that's something that's going to be something we're going to have to look at. This right here is actually I believe it's the water. And then you've got slurry production on the backside there. So that's where you'd pull up and grab your slurry. And then we've got food. And then I believe through the gate, here's your drop-off point. So the interesting thing right here is that you'll have to buy them. I don't believe. Yeah, here we go. So actually wood gates do open up and you can drop your pigs off there, which is kind of cool. We've never seen that before. Hey, what's up, Brandon? Are you play on that map? Yes, I am streaming from that map. And we will probably be playing from this map tonight. Super duper excited about that. And I would imagine this right here, I haven't seen, but obviously right here is where your straw's blown in. And my assumption is on this backside here, where Chuck just came from, is going to be where your manure heap is. They've got to have that in somewhere, and I don't see anywhere else in this map where the manure heap for the pigs would actually be, if that's where you buy them, and food and water over here, so, and slurry. So I figure that's going to be our main entry there for manure.
Okay, you add straw right here where I'm standing.
Cool. Yeah, I can
Just
see
'cause
the
the only
very
reason I know
last
is
little
'cause we had
remnants
that.
of it.
Yeah, I just used a little bit that we got in the grain cart and just dumped it on my map.
Yeah, this is good. You did a good job. It's a nice little area. Obviously, you got the
I
chickens
like
running
how
around.
rustic buildings look.
Oh yeah,
Like how I don't know if these beams are wooden or if they're rusted for the buildings, though I like it. I like how they look.
I would assume those kind of have a wood timber kind of texture to them. It's a repetitive
Yeah,
pattern. It does make it look wood though. But yeah, either way, the textures on the galvanized siding there actually looks pretty good from a distance. I mean, everything's a little pixelated on console when you get right up next door to it, but over and all. Hey, what's going on, Tag, Tidge? What's going on, Justin?
my.
What's up? Is it me or is the thumbnail a Chellington one? No, if you're looking at the old stream's first look thumbnail, it's from this map. I wish the map was bigger. Yeah, um, as I've kind of walked around and done this and looked around at a few of these areas, I think this is going to be one of those maps, just like everything else. You either like it or you don't like it. And I think the people that want to have a different experience than what you have on Lawfolds, Chellington, where you're using big equipment, you're using major stuff in there, the biggest stuff in the game. This is going to be a map that if you want to return and actually use some of those mods, some of those 6-meter cultivators, 3-meter cultivators, honestly, on some of these fields, you're going to be able to use them and it's going to be fine. Okay. All right, Addy, please. I feel bad now, so tell me how we actually say it, because that doesn't make any sense. Tadgh, like that doesn't translate in American English.
It's Tadg.
Yeah, Tadg.
Tadg. That's how I would say it.
Oh man, that's good. There's pretty good amount of storage on here. The cool thing is we did get this right here as a mod, except without this nice little ivy vine growing off the end. But we did get this shelter here, so if you do decide to add these, they're going to actually Taiji.
So Taji?
Or is there a missing letter? That might maybe go have an update fit something. Taiji. Okay.
Is
Taiji.
it Taiji or
Taiji.
Taji?
Okay.
Taji.
Oh, you mean the mini map was bigger?
Beautiful.
Oh, my bad, dude. Yeah,
Oh.
it could be zoomed in. There's that huge amount of space there that it would have been a little nice. Just call me Tig. All right, Tig. What's up, Tig? That's a lot easier to say. Thank you. Uh, Pretty much your standard equipment. You got the old case, the blue, New Holland. We'll jump into that. Do you have the JCB, which I think you took a note from Lawfolds there? So you do have at least the bell fork. I'm not sure. Looks like there on the very top you got the pallet there, so you can actually use that as storage if you really want to. There's lights on everything, so you've definitely got cool little areas. Hitting circle or B kind of lights up a lot of the things. Do you know where the other switch was, Chuck? That turned on
Um.
the.
Oh, right in here.
And here's all your fuel depots. Still figure out what this one right here is. I'm not sure what the little grate there in the middle is. We have not made it that
Oh,
far.
I think that's the center for this. For
Okay,
the
so
good shit coming
okay,
out of the ceiling.
I got you. That's where I guess you're filling from your grain. So you got a nice little red light there. It comes on, which is interesting, but it does turn everything on in the cow area. So to move, can we get there from here?
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. So there's your warming lights for your chickens, I suppose. Yep. It's funny. I'll be
Oh,
interested to
okay.
see if the chickens actually come back in here. They pretty much just roam around, and I've not yet really seen them come back in here. So that would be a shame if they never go in there and lay down.
And now I'm wondering if this is for fertilizer. This green shoot coming out of the ground. right here.
It's possible because you got a fuel depot here, and it's obviously got something laid there. Now I know your fuel, your actual liquid is on the other side, I believe. I did see that one.
Yeah.
So you got lots of nice storage around here. Just one thing, just because I saw it and it caught my eye here. There is gold nuggets on this, so if you want to go search them, I can tell you they're actually very easy. Go around their farm. There's a few around here, and there's a lot in the downtown little city areas. So that's something. So this one you can get the $1 million. So you find 10, and then it'll show you where the other 90 are on the map. Go pick those up, and then you will have $1 million to kind of get yourself started. And that way you don't have to feel so bad about modding in money. You kind of are still playing the game. I do like the sheep area. It's pretty cool. So you do have a gate that you actually have to go through to throw the water in the tank, which is, I love that kind of stuff. I love extra operations that are aside from the default. I know my favorite things about Loft Folds was actually having to pull into the pen to actually put water and food in there. I love that. I don't know why. It's more realistic. Unless you're running like a sheep farm. Shout out, please. I have no problem giving shout outs. You don't have to request them, Lewis. But thank you. Welcome to the stream. It's always good to see new faces in. We kind of get, I usually do streams usually around 11 o'clock Eastern time. So a lot of the European guys, you all are asleep or just waking up by the time I'm getting done. So that's a little bit of a challenge, but it's always good when I get there in the day. So special welcome to all you guys. So anyway, that was the sheep area, and the only other one here, you still got the same cultivator, the Great Plains Cedar. This is the one you come off. Same exact equipment, actually. This is the same equipment list that you get from Goldcrest Valley, minus the front loaders. You actually get a front loader with the New Holland, and you actually get the New Holland, the TC5, with 18-foot header there. So it's actually pretty good. And let's see where we want to go. We'll just swing north. How about that? Oh yeah, Tig. Yeah, join the club, man. That's why my streams happen at 11 o'clock. That's the only reason I'm streaming now is because the wife's not home. But y'all keep that on the down low.
As soon as she walks home, the stream's ending quickly.
Yep. If the screen goes black, don't be alarmed. It's all part of the show. All right. So I love, as you can see there behind us, we got a nice little storage area pulling off here. So if you got any kind of trailers, any kind of long storage stuff, like I don't know if you've got transport trailers, animal trailers, anything that's big, that's sizable, that you really don't want to fit in the farm, it's a great place right there to store it. It's got a nice little lean-to. I can't say enough about this. This map's busy enough to give it some life, but not busy enough that I've yet to find an area that's really slow on the graphics. The only area is up by the forestry area, and there are a ton of trees up there. So we'll actually cut through that road there. We'll cut back down on the way back. So now we are welcoming the city of Grunewald. So I'm not sure if we're leaving or if we're entering Grunewald. Do I just lock the door so she can't get in? Yeah, I don't know that really works either.
Got a key.
Do I need to buy seed pallets? That I do not know yet, Brandon. This is, we've done enough to kind of walk through and see everything enough to be able to explain it. I will break in tonight, will be my first actual formal gameplay on it, so we'll kind of see these as we get along. Yes, Farming Fan 390. Yes, this is on consoles. It's brand new today, as of about 11 o'clock from BM Modding. So wood chips here, and then you've got the crane, which I love. I love the crane because that adds an extra element to the forestry that we did not have in 15. Frames are not terrible, but they do have a little bit of a shudder because the trees all move. I almost wish that these trees would just stay still. I think that would help our frame rates on console a lot more, but that's relatively minor. There's only so much you can do with some of that, and the modders trying to create two separate versions. So you've got a really nice, huge interaction zone there. That's where the actual trees will drop right here. There's really not much else to do on this one. There's no quick sell points, at least as far as I know. You might be able to pull the trailer up there and it disappear. but it might be set up to where the trigger for them is very low. So maybe when you drop the logs in, they'll actually disappear and sell once they hit the floor. That would be that'd be pretty cool. If you keep playing it, that's the last one you'll get. So it's a pretty decently sized. You can kind of see it does have a kind of a jittery shake in the video. I'm not sure if it's transferring on stream, but I can go back to this side and things really smooth back up. So it's going to be a little dicey up here by this forestry area. It probably could have been about half as big and been just as good. So it's going to take a while to really harvest that all out. Let's see. We'll go down here and then we'll cut back and do a little snake through. Oh shoot! Sorry. I was trying to set my. So here's they got a lot of cut through roads like this. Yeah, Tig, if you want to, just throw in. I mean, I accept people in the multiplayer. We don't do it all the time, but we certainly do. I've had Chuck's was originally from our YouTube, and we've had a couple other guys join in and do some multiplayer streams. So just throw me your PSN number or your name, and let me know. Make sure you tag your name on it so that I know that's coming from you. And yeah, we'll get you on sometime. I have no problem with that. What's going on, Ben? Welcome to the stream. A lot of new faces. It's always good. So you got a nice little city areas. I mean, it's a nice, very quaint village. I mean, I've been to Erding, Germany, which is I would say a modern, newer version of this. I must say it kind of has the same quaintness, the small town feel. Everything's right on the street. You've got a lot of these nice shops and stores and stuff, and things kind of have. Of course, Erding's more it's more new, but this has definitely got the old feel. But still, nonetheless, it's really good. So here's your customization shop. This is where you buy your tractors. Everything will pop out here. I'm not sure if the reset is out here. I haven't even checked that. I'll be looking at some of that tonight. I just want to kind of hit the high points. Oh, thank you, Ben. Appreciate that. What's going on, Ben Atkinson? Welcome, welcome. It's a little more modern section here. It's nice. I like it. So you got these nice. I'll just kind of showcase this one little area here. You can kind of see as you get in here. This is another forestry area. Everything on the map that's dark green, as as Chuck runs off the side of the road. Everything that's over here is a little bit more on the iffy side when it comes to frame rate. There's so many trees laced in there. It's kind of hard to, I guess, for the console to process all that. But I love these little roads. I love them in Chellington. So I'm glad they put in some really realistic, rutted up roads. As you can see, you have a grass field, and it is plowed and cultivated as a grass field. You can see the texture here is different than it is here. So that means this can automatically be cut and can be fertilized and plowed, and you get all the yields of grass. So silage, from the looks of it, I guess everything that's in green you have. I'm not sure if the grass fields in green we have. I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet. So I mean, I know we've got 4, 1, and 10 and 15, but I don't know if any of these grass fields are ours. So
I'm not seeing a purchase little icon next to them. So
I'm not either. So it's possible, yeah, that we have all that.
I really do like these dirt roads, though.
I do too. That was always good in Chellington. FTG got a bit of a rivalry when it comes to sport and chat. Yay. They got some, as you can see, these fields are not big. So this is why I said you're really going to have to pick smaller equipment on here, because I'm not sure. Let me just check here. Okay, so no collisions on the hedges. I didn't really think they did, but there may be some that have fencing. But you can see you don't have really a lot of room on this. You got a lot of close corners. got a lot of places on here that are really tight on the field side. So this will make us a turn. If you're directing that to me, no, I'm not a farmer in real life. Probably wouldn't mind it. Would have liked it, but okay. Now we're coming into Grunewald. I guess coming back into it.
Not using your blinker.
I know. I'm sorry. I'll go back to it. I'm usually cruising about 20s where I'm keeping it, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that.
I cruise to that.
All right. Yeah, I think is this. Yep. Okay. Nice retractable gate there. And I'm not sure this just is a storage area. So you've got your pallets. I don't know. We're going to see. Yeah. Okay. All right. So we got a nice little storage area up here by the grass field. So this could definitely be doubled down as a silage area. So if you want to do forage harvesting or anything else down here with the grass, mowers, tractors, tipper trailers to throw everything in, this could definitely be a good little storage area. Now I do not see any lighting in here, which is a little bit of a shame, but you know, doesn't necessarily have to be. You got all the storage, which is what I care about. Now, I'm assuming these right here where you're going to pick your water up from, kind of the old school FS15 watering holes there. Yeah, I like the case there, Addy, but I let him use it. I gave him first choice. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let me set my cruise down there to 20. All right.
Oh, yep. Just go right on through, truck. Not like I was driving there. I had the right of way.
O'Brien silage. All right, we'll look it up. You got a lot of nice little thoroughfares around some of these fields. You know, you can look out over here to the left. I mean, you can see how small this is. I mean, it's not like, you know, you're not going to be producing, you know, $50,000 selling, you know, barley or soybeans out of these fields, which, you know, some people will like. Some people like the progression feel of the game. So we'll kind of see how this translates when you're actually working the map. I think, and then where we're going into DorfBach. DorfBach. Willkommen im DorfBach. So, and we've got a couple sell points down here. So there's seeds and fertilizer all down here, at least your purchase points. So I'm not sure, looking around here, we've got obviously your seeds right there in front of you. Your bale sale points looks like we're going to have right here. Actually, let me see, because I think I turned some of that off. We'll just double check here, because I don't even know that this emblem is on here. It doesn't look like it is. Strauss, and I'm not sure what Lagerhaus is. I'd be interested to know if anybody knows German. Working with Oxygen David for PS4 for inside news on PS4. Very cool. Now, big fan of Oxygen David's. He's done a lot of really good stuff. Definitely appreciate his work on console, because he's at least the one guy that's got some solid maps that don't have problems on them right now. So yeah, that's really cool. You'll have to tell him sometime that that FTG said hey. Yeah, so there's obviously sell points. Most of this stuff is kind of your standard stuff we've kind of seen in all the other farm sims. But this will be another purchase point for seeds and fertilizer. We'll kind of keep continuing up the road here. Let's give you a one and over here. So the artisan. Yep, so so right here the artisan, I guess, would be something like a spinnery. Obviously selling your wool in there and your chickens, or at least the eggs for them. So looks like this one you're going to have to possibly bring your own deal here. You're not definitely going to be able to, because that doesn't open. But you're not going to be able to bring your trailer and just shove it in there and just let things start disappearing. You're actually going to have to do a front load or something and actually take all those things off, which necessarily mine. Nice. That's actually something I was going to talk about tonight. I did see him Thornton Farm where he was pulling that one in, and I knew Sandy Bay was already there. Lanny Kid's been doing some stuff on PC in regards to them. Let's see now. Can we actually get down in here? Oh no, sorry. My bad. Sorry.
Trying to go play some basketball?
Well, I was looking at the map thinking, oh, I got to turn right there, but no, that would have just taken us around the front side of the lake there. So, what is up, Clayton? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. So,
I'm looking at chat. I'm going off the road.
Yeah, no. Mine's kind of easier because I got a secondary thing here pulled up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here's our glorious slaughterhouse.
Ooh.
Yeah, so this is all custom. I mean, custom interaction zones, custom buildings, custom pull-in, cobblestone textures. It's good looking.
I like it.
I do too. I'm not sure if there's a reason. I don't know if this opens. No, it's static. No, that's cool. So
I like how you have to back your trailer up here.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So it's same thing. Just buying all your animals right here and selling them. There's a $200 fee per animal, I believe, to deliver or to deliver it to this point and sell off. Yes, if you just bought them and everyone's $200. So you'll gain $200 if you just drive a trailer up here. Whoops, sorry.
If you would like the case, you can have it. We can switch tractors.
It doesn't matter.
You'll take me up on it.
Yeah. Oh, I do like the case, man. It's one of the best sounding tractors in the game.
It is.
Yeah, FTG, I got Chuck with me. Rolling out with home skillet here. Now, 15 here on our right side's one you own, so you can see really the smallness of the field. So, I mean, there's not going to be a huge push unless you just absolutely just want to have this huge amount of equipment. So, I mean, the money made on this equipment is really going to change how we've always had to do things in console, because we've never really had a small map. I mean, we've had small fields, we've had small feeling. Do what?
You want to check out the BGA?
Yeah. I totally went by that, didn't I?
Yep. I wasn't sure if you had
Yep.
seen it.
Nope. Thank you for reminding me. And I guess you'd come in on the inside. That's what that do not enter was.
Oh.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I do like this. Is the first time I've actually seen this. Chuck had said last time I ought to go check it out, and I said, well, we'll check it out in stream. I like this. I like these a little better. I don't know why. It just feels it's a little easier to dump back here, and there's a lot less leveling that has to take place. It's more or less just
smaller.
compacting.
They're not.
Yep. Does yours? It doesn't say what the
on-
fill level on that is. It's probably pretty big though.
No. I like how old the Silo King machine looks. Like how rustic everything else will look.
Yeah, it matches. You don't, you don't find a lot of brand new spanking stuff in here. I mean, it's, even the cars. A lot of the detail around here has a certain amount of dirtiness to it and age to it, which is nice. I mean, even the digestate tanks, even they have that kind of old school look to them. So, yeah, it's a nice little area. I mean,
I like the ramp.
Let's go make it a whole lot
ramp
easier.
leading up to this, yeah.
Yep. So any of the stuff's going to fit in there. A lot of times you get stuck with the problem of some of those wheel loaders, depending on how elevated the Silo King is, it's not very easy to get in there. I would love to see some more ramps come in as static placeables for mods. That would be great. Tig, gotta go. I'll be back if I can. Yeah, man. We'll be on for a little bit. I don't know, what your nights look like, but we'll probably be back on tonight. Definitely back on streaming this tonight. I'll be looking forward to this.
What's going on, Clayton? I'm doing well. How are you?
And let's see, what's going to be put in for good mods? I was hoping you could tell me. I have no idea what's going to be good mods. I don't even know if really anything's planned. I know there's some good things on the forums. You guys don't check the forums up. Follow those. There's a modding and media section. There's a lot of requests in there for mods. There's a lot of stuff like that, but we don't really have a ton of timeline, a ton of when things are gonna happen. We just don't really know. So here we are. See, that's it, man. I mean, you've got some good sell points. You've got this main strap around the farm, and then you're right back in. What time does the stream end? The stream will end. This one will probably last for another. We'll probably get ready to close it up here. I wanted to almost check out the cows because I really didn't get to do that before. Usually my streams don't last any more than live streams. I try to keep them at 2 hours. Unless I'm very close to a... Oh, no. Okay. All right. That was weird. I think I was too close and hit square, and it automatically started shutting the door on me. But usually I'll stream for 2 hours unless I'm really close to finishing a particular something or another. And then I'll let it go for another 20-30 minutes, but that's pretty much it. All right, so I believe all this right here. Now I have to check some of this stuff out because some of it's not labeled. I'm going to assume that this right here is going to be neither manure or possibly slurry. I don't.
Yeah, it says slurry for me. Slurry fill level.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you're looking at the help window. Sorry, you're right.
Yeah, I had a little.
All right. Yeah, and then here's your quick buy for your. So you back up your trailer here if you wanted to, or you could just do your quick buy and take your penalty loss and have them deliver it right to you. Some water, and here you go. This is where your manure fuel level will be. And this is somewhat reminiscent of a Coldborough-esque type feel, but it's definitely got the whole entire cow shed, or at least all the cows under one roof, plus the pasture. So this is at least different than what we're used to seeing from the standards like the Chellington standard kind of cow area. You got the different troughs here, so you'll have your feed, and then right here, I guess somewhere along down here, you'll have all the bedding is all going to be right here. So I guess this whole entire area will fill up. And on the outside right there, you've got your manure and your water. And
Now, I'm wondering over here where like the feeding is, because this is set up like it's a real like how real farms are. They just dump it on the ground and then the cows stick their heads out and eat.
right,
There's no trough, so where are we gonna be able to set up like the Lily Juno and to clean up the area without cleaning up all of the feed?
no,
I guess it's gonna have to be a trial and error.
that's a good point. I was trying to go around and look and see just to make sure. I mean, now it's possible, and there's nothing out here. So all this, just while I was out here, all this is silage. So you have a couple different. You have a drive-through silage, which some people may want to do, and you also have a walled-in silage that you can back up and pile it towards the back and use it as a kind of how they'll ramp everything up to the top. So you'll still have that, and you'll also have a drive-through, whichever one's your preference, or you can do both. But yeah, I honestly, dude, I don't know. That'll be something that'll be interesting to see. It may be that this right here, what is this? It says a Boomatic. I'm not sure what this is actually doing in cleaning or what it's supposed to symbolize. I don't know. We'll find that out tonight. We'll throw something down there and see what happens. What's going on, Carolina Foreman?
Oh, this is like one of those. This is like an automatic machine, like they have in actual real life. That it's kind of like a squeegee on the floor, and that's what it pulls all the So that would pull all like slurry, and it pulls it down into a grate down here. Then theoretically there's a holding tank under the where the cows are that
Mm-hmm.
hold the wet manure.
Yep, because yeah, that would make a lot of sense. Because on the backside over here, you'll see your slurry fill level, so that grate would enter out and would exit out into this right here. So
Yep,
you're right.
that makes sense.
Yep. And do they give you a trailer full of straw, which is interesting. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I guess you can get some manure production started out right away. Um, do have a nice little shop area here with all sliding doors, animated stuff. You got the Black Sheep modding there. It's pretty cool, like that. So there you go. Throw them a blacksheepmodding.com. Go check their website out. Throw them a little shout out there. And customizing vehicles, which is cool. You can do that right here. Do what?
I'm not seeing any John Deere oil cans
Or cloths. None of them in there.
or cloths or casserole.
Yeah, it's another little storage, obviously the truck there, but I think what this interaction zone here would be, unless it's fuel, because it does not say, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that would actually be. Yeah, there's fuel. So that may be what that may be. That's yeah. Once you hop in there, you can actually do it. So, yep. So you got your water right there by the clothesline, and you've actually got a yeah, Islax. You gonna make it? Pressure's on.
I don't know. You tell me.
I have no idea. Oh, he did it!
Woo! The bank is open.
FTG, go to the fence near the tractor. Go to the fence near the tractor. So,
We got bales on the ground.
yeah, this fence by the tractor. I'll wait.
I really like this building.
I do too.
I'm a real big fan of that. I like the looks of it. I like
Yeah.
how it's got the little overhang so you can park things over here.
Yep. I mean, that's a legitimate, real kind of real life there. Quick storage, drop it off, pull out the other side.
Yep.
I mean, this map, even though it's small, it has a lot of storage, which I'm always a fan of. Anybody that watches my streams, I do like to keep things in a place. I mean, I like to be organized. It makes me feel like I'm being productive on the farm, you know, hypothetically, of course. Don't tell my wife that. Oh, we do have lights in here. Okay. All right, so I think that might just be this room. Yeah, it is. Hey, what's going on, Lane? It is brand new map, brought to you by BM Modding, Black Sheep Modding. This is Old Streams version 2. They say version 2, but it's, I guess they're calling it version 2 since there was an original map for FS15, and this has kind of been upfitted and converted for 17. And that's happening a lot right now. I know one of our other guys, Tig, had said in there that he was working with Oxygen David. He's got some cool stuff. He's got Thornton Farm is coming out, Sandy Bay's coming out. Those were all 15 maps. So it's definitely cool to see those guys taking an initiative to bring some of this stuff out for us. Definitely excited about that. I'm going to assume this was liquid fertilizer. You can see these little interaction zones. This would be a good map to turn those on. It's just one of those things where there is some off-the-wall stuff here. It's not what we're in console land are used to seeing. I know probably a lot of the PC guys are probably used to seeing a lot of this, as well as even, see what we got here. Yep, get your lights. I do like the little added little red light, LED light there, effect to that. It's kind of nice. So I'm not sure what this... Was
They
that?
put this fork up on top of the
And you can't even get it.
on top of the sink. You can't get it. It's got to be for one of the tractors, I think. You cannot get that.
Is it crowded? Okay, Lostburg crowded, yes. I don't think Chellington is all that crowded. Okay, so I'm gonna back out here. I'm just gonna go ahead and erase the chat off just for a hot second. I'll bring it back up. So you've got 3 main areas, and they all have a lot of space. pretty much everything where my reticle is looking now is all cows, is on the north end there. So right here to my right is the pigs on the other side of this wall, and then right here is sheep, and then cows are all the way down there where Laxman's just come from. That's where your cows are. So everything's actually got a nice spread. Here's my thought on this, and this is honest. Nobody's really asking me to say this. I know I always want to throw that out there. These are really my own opinions on this. I feel like this map is very well laid out. I think everything has enough space to breathe and not feel cluttered. Now, I do not know what it's going to be like when you start putting a bunch of equipment on here. I can say this just because I broke every single other map out there that's, Law Folds. That was a huge map. You had Chellington. What was the other two, Laxman?
Lawful's Coldwell Park.
Yes, Coldborough. Coldborough, even to me, sometimes feels a little bit crowded. Okay, the fence next to you. So I'm not sure what you mean by fence next to me. I guess what I'm trying to get at, Brandon, is what you want me to actually look at, because there's a ton of fences beside me. But yeah, Lane, it's one of those maps. I think that it's still well laid out. It's small and it's meant to be small. This is more of a, you could call this more of a homestead type farm. I mean, this could be owned by a family. Now, granted, all the other stuff out here, it's the fields are smaller, but it doesn't need the larger equipment. So if your thing's going to be large equipment and driving the 1090 New Holland or the Axial Flow from Case and the big ones, the 45-foot headers, like, you're not really going to be able to like have fun on this one. If that's
do a field in 2 seconds.
Right, yeah, some of these, and in some of these grass fields, 5, 4, those, and even 3. I mean, this is field 3 right here, and you can see. Let's see, right there is field 4. Now that one's a decent size, but this grass field right here, this grass field 2. Let me pull down here and look. I mean, it really only goes to where those tree line is. So I mean, you're only talking a few football fields here. Same way on this one. I mean, you can see there's just very small fields on here, but it's just a different map. It's got a different feel altogether. So this is definitely something that if you like the old school stuff, you like the old tractors, you like any of the old small seeders, cultivators, so all that 3-meter stuff that we've gotten for console, like, download it all and just use it all here. You're not going to need these huge, these crone trailers and crampy trailers. Like, you're not really going to be able to really drive around the streets, but there's no need for it. This is going to be a much more like relaxed, laid-back type of farm. I'm really looking forward to this. My thing is I've kind of gotten into a lot of the bigger stuff for farms, but this is going to be one that I'm actually looking forward to, so I can break down and do some of the smaller stuff, which is going to be nice. So as we're going down, I'm gonna look at this pallet next to the fence next to the tractor. So what's your thought, Chuck? Just off the cuff, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? Or your opinion on just the way it's laid out and how things are put together?
I'm really liking it. I'm liking the small context of the map. It's nice. It's more manageable, I feel, instead of more of a single player map, but you could also do multiplayer. Like, it's nice because, like you said, you're not going to have to be have multi-million dollars worth of stuff in this map in order to make it work. You
Right.
can use the smaller equipment and it'll be perfectly manageable, which is nice.
Okay, I'm just trying to. Okay, is this what you're talking about? I'm assuming this is what you're talking about, Brandon. At the pallet next to the fence, next to the tractor. So this is across the tractor, but it's the only pallet next to the fence. I have no idea. If you say something else that's like off the wall, I'm not with you on that. So sorry. I have no idea what you're talking about. But anyway, yeah. So that's pretty much just going to be our first look on this. I am going to, at some point tonight, as soon as I can, probably around 10:30 or 11 Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to actually start this. Like I said earlier in the stream, this one does have nuggets on it, so check that out. They're really easy to find. Just go into the city area, find 10, and then you've got 100 are there waiting for you. You can only find those in career mode, so keep that up and next in mind. Don't if you go on multiplayer just by sheer, it's the only way you do things. Do it on career if you want that $1,000,000. That's an easy way to do it, unless you don't want to mod the game and possibly ruin your time on this one. I will say this: all the outside collision seems to be laid out pretty well. The cool thing that BM did on this one was that the trees is not like a 2D texture. It is a 2D texture, but it rotates and always faces to you. There's not it doesn't really have it doesn't have a huge problem with it being like a flat 2D texture like it is on Chillington. And even Coldborough's got some of it as well. All right, so I'm to the cows, Brandon. you're not gonna rest until we figure out what it is you're wanting to look at. So okay, so the pallets next to the fence. You talk about possibly this, an old tire, a wood stack. Go to the cow. There's a broom. Can sweep up. So I'm waiting on Brandon to see what he's wanting to look at here. I'm assuming. Oh, wait a minute. Are you talking about this? So this might be what he's alluding to. Is this your food area here, possibly?
I'm thinking that's where you put grass.
Oh yeah. You're right. Because there's something in it. I'm not sure what that is, but it's not part of the actual texture of it. So that's very possible. Well, and I think, like I always do on this one, I will, as soon as I pop up tonight and do stream, we'll probably break into getting animals started ASAP. This is not going to really be this is not going to be huge animal operation. So if you're keeping 20, 25 pigs, if you're keeping 15 cows, and then sheep you might be able to get a little bit away with since we do have so many grass fields on this map. Silage is going to be really easy to do on this one because you've got so much grass that you can cut just free of charge. It looks like you got a beehive up on the hill. I think I've already shouted out you, Lewis.
And the need for a shout out, Lewis.
I'm sure the rest of the guys wouldn't appreciate me actually literally shouting into the microphone.
Just start screaming.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Are you okay?
Yeah.
You said to shout out, so.
Yeah, so we do have a little beehive up here. It's kind of.
Wonder if you make money off it.
Bzz, bzz. Yeah, what's up, GNS Agri Contracting? Yeah, so you can actually walk through and see the other side, but you'll see as I kind of walk through here, see how the trees always face me? They're still two-dimensional, but it has this flare that it does give when you're riding beside it. It will actually look like almost like you're like flipping them around, but they'll always face you or face north. So that's kind of a cool little feature. So if you're not really paying attention to it, it'll give the effect that it's three-dimensional, and it's going to completely save frame rates up around here. I know Coldborough Park.
Did you see that you can walk through the side of the map?
Yes. Yeah, they give you about 5 or 6 feet on the other side, so you can kind of see what the other side of the map looks like. Yeah.
Where the grass is greener?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's pretty much what you get there, and that's where they've stopped it. So,
where I'm going to start hiding.
Are you street tonight? I assume you mean streaming tonight. Yes, I will be streaming tonight, sometime 10:30, 11, somewhere around in there. I would like to be. Give or take a couple. That's what'll be going on. Yes, that's correct. Next to the case tractor. Okay.
Jeez, there's pallets next to the case.
I think he's pulling our
There's
leg.
Pallets.
If he does it again, because I'd like to know.
Is it this?
Yeah,
There's wood pallet, wood right here, a wood stack. There's a little fence right here that doesn't do anything. There's tires.
if he does it again, he's pulling our leg.
There's bales in the ground. There's nothing right there. There's a couple of 3 pallets leaning up against the fence that are nothing. There's a broom. a PTO shaft.
And that's it.
That's it. Yes. Yes, what, Brandon?
He was pulling her leg, man. He had to have been. I think that's what he means. All right, well there you go. You got that. I'm glad we got that all got it taken care of.
Glad we got the confusion out of the way.
But anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed just this little first look. Like I said, this is going to be a really good map. I'm looking forward to this one. It's going to be different, so I'm excited for different. I welcome different. We've had a lot of maps that have been all kind of the standard play. Look at the palette on the fence. All right, last time I'm looking at the palette, unless there's something written on the palette.
No
There's
pallet on the fence.
Yeah, there's 3 pallets on the fence. Does one of them have something? So there you go. So they say EUR.
Nothing. EFLR.
So there we go.
EUR. Look at it.
Yep, there it is. Looking at it. We'll just stare there for the next 30 minutes of stream. Everybody will be like, wow, look at that pallet, dude. It's a great.
Did you just take in a look at this pallet?
It's a great looking pallet, man.
Scan the pallet. We should do just look at the amazing view of this pallet leaning
That's
up
right.
against the fence. It's astonishing.
So it's pretty.
I'm really curious if you can replant this field.
I actually tried on Shellington and that little place they've got out there, and you couldn't do anything with it. Everything was just all static. Yeah. So, well, anyway, guys, appreciate it coming in and checking us out, checking out the new stream here on Old Streams. I didn't mean to say that. That was cool though. It worked out. The new stream on Old Stream, but this is a new stream on Old Stream.
Yes.
Awesome.
New stream on Old Stream.
Oh, I think he might be on. Hey, what's going on, Darren? It might be on about the pallets leaning but not touching the fence here. Y'all need to let me know. I'll put the chat back up. I always forget that. I've actually got that working now, so I'll always forget to do that. So there, if it's not up there, just flop that out in chat, and I'll throw it up there.
Yeah, I guess they're just leaning in midair, but
Yeah.
that's, nothing to...
Yeah, so we'll do some exploring tonight. It won't be too hard to make a little bit of money, especially I'm probably going to go and get the gold nuggets. I'm not a big fan of modding into the maps, modding money. I don't necessarily have a problem if anybody else does it, but I think it kind of especially devalues the stream. If people don't see you kind of progressing and being able to add things to and putting in work to get things. So I typically would try not to, but unless if they do the gold nuggets, I think that's still fair game, and I'm usually good with that. Usually wind up buying more things of what I have to kind of extend the stuff, maybe get animals, whatever it is you want to get, save it, put it in whatever, and save it for when you actually figure out what you want to do. So that's always a playable option on this. But I'm gonna like this map. I hope you guys sub to the channel and keep up with this. I'd usually always put stuff on the main screen, so I always put things. If you just, I wonder if FTG streaming tonight. We'll see what he's doing. I usually try to get that stuff up multiple hours in advance if I know I'm gonna be streaming. And I'll usually stream for 3 or 4 days out of the week, maybe 4 or 5, depending on what I get with the wife. Make sure she's good with it. I kind of got to live both worlds. This does not pay the bills, so something else has to pay the bills. What, are you gonna say something, Chuck?
You said it doesn't pay the bills, and I just said yet.
Yet, maybe. I would like for this to be a legit source of income one of these days, but. Working slowly but surely and add more guys in, so I definitely appreciate the support. I appreciate you guys subbing into the channel and watching. The chats are always lively, and I appreciate that. That makes it go so much better. I'm having a blast doing this, so I hope I'm just providing some quality content that's a little different from your average flow out there. So anyway, guys, I certainly appreciate it. I will be back 10:30, 11 o'clock, somewhere in that neighborhood tonight. I'll be starting on the stream. I know Chuck will be working tonight, so he'll hopefully be in chat, kind of hanging out with us as well. we'll kind of break down and see where we can start on this and actually start cutting some grass, getting some things filled up, maybe get some sheep in here. They're always pretty easy to get started off with, and the wool pallets are, they get you some quick money. So, Chuck, you got anything to add as we are closing?
No. Other than I really like this new map, and it seems like it's gonna be a lot of fun to play.
I think so. I think so. Well, guys, I appreciate it. We will be, or at least I will be back on tonight. Thank you for watching. Anybody that's watching later on, please subscribe, like, and let some other console guys know if you're friends with some guys that we're here. As of right now, we are still all dedicated to Farm Sim and still dedicated on the PS4 console. But as always, Xbox guys are more than welcome. There are a ton of Xbox players on our stream and on chat at night, so it's a good place if you're don't have anybody to farm with, or you're looking to possibly find some guys to do some farm. I will tell you, it's a blast, especially when it's guys that you know and that you've gotten to know with over time. I love getting on the farm and running with Chuck and doing some things together. It completely changes the game. So if you're on Xbox and you want to find some others, there's a ton of guys on here that are Xbox and are always looking for guys to meet up with and do some farming with themselves. And not to mention, it's cool that it's inside this community FTG on YouTube. So if you're interested on Twitch, I'll fly this up right quick. We got a couple of a Twitter handle, Full Tilt, FULLTILLED, as it's right there on the screen. We got that going. So we'll I usually always try to keep up with Twitter. I keep up with stuff that's going on Farm Sim. I keep up with trying to let people know when the next streams are coming up or when things are happening. Do that, and then obviously got Twitch at Full Tilt Gaming's the same. I'm not on Twitch yet. I've got everything set up, but I'm still doing YouTube because that's a good place where it seems to be everything is coalescing around the YouTube community. So I will, at least for the foreseeable future right now, I will keep it there. Special thanks. I got Francis White. I'll wait till these guys. I've got Lucas, Valliperi Joe. It's a great name. And GNS Agriculture Contracting. Thank you, bud, for the sub. If anybody else has subbed and you don't see your name, then that's because you've privatized your thing and you don't allow other people to see who you subscribe to, so it keeps you blank off of that. So if you wanted to see that and see your name rolling across the screen, then you'll have to be public about who you subscribe to. Other than that, guys, that is it. I have enjoyed this. I always enjoy it. You guys are great. I will be back 10:30, 11 o'clock, and we hope to see you then. See you guys.